congratulate the whole team, 'cause when you ride.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Jimmy Garoppolo. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Cardinals and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the... 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo. And right side, they're going to go option here. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script, because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So here are the Raiders now with great starting field position. They're led out by a 3-time Pro Bowler, owner of over 35,000 passing yards in 11 seasons, the veteran Andy Dalton. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. And Dalton to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. The good things are in store here today for them.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got the hook up to Lazard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 7 and 4 at the 31-yard line.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder in this organization, they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way, the number of injuries they've had already.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abuka able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set, so everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20+.
2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Dalton. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raiders offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Passing. It's Dalton. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Gets around him. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard gain brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Dalton. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Finding room at midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Andy Dalton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Dalton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out. Quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It's now a 2nd and 6.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And Monty Rice there on the tackle.
Well, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, back to Henderson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Raiders have got him. O'Shane Ximines in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He is going to find Hill here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing out left and finding Likely. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down. Kevin McPherson on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And the attempted 3 will have to come from the other end of the field. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And right side, they're going to go option here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Once more with Henderson. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now he's forced out right. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Cardinals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Raiders 6.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Dalton and the offense now. Down by 15. A little under 2.5 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 10.
Now Dalton.
He's got his target. It's Olave.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Dalton.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Dalton. On target to his man, likely.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Dalton.
The 3rd down pass. Preston Smith on the tackle. A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
Fourth down. Dalton wants to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the